When I'm around my mum, there's no dead air and everything is performative. If I'm eating, my brother will be screaming in my face, I fuck you not. He's encouraged the other people to do the same thing. So when I was small, my dad, he fucking... I remember there was this situation where there was like a problem or something, and then I was talking, and then Dad gave us the problem, and then it started to become evident that my brother and I have different acumen for different things, but that I remember Dad. This was a moment where I knew that my mum is a narcissist and that her family has narcissistic leaning. Dad said, David is smarter at things, at like, art and literacy and shit like that, and problem solving than Christopher. But Christopher is like a good sportsman and all this type of stuff, right? And I remember my brother didn't like that. He didn't like hearing my dad saying that to him. And he didn't like my mum. My mum didn't like hearing that either. So whenever there was anything that showed evidence that the MacMillan family were intellectually superior to the Curleys in any way, right? Even if somebody, we didn't say that, but if it was somehow perceived that, for example, you can't really say anything good about the Opacek family around my family. So like everything about my family, probably the Opaceks can't probably say anything good about my family or whatever, probably, right? It's just this strange cycle that happens with them. So it's like, and I try to explain it to the younger people because it's a phenomena that's happening with Generation Z. Everybody's trying to compete with each other, not understanding that they're competing against people that have skills that they could quite easily collaborate with. So my brother, he doesn't want to collaborate with me. He's always had the ability to collaborate, but with my mum and my brother, it's a competition. Who's smarter, who's better. So they don't let the truth get in the way of that pursuit. So they never have. And it's evident now. But they don't allow the truth to get in the way of that stuff. So my brother got involved with guys that act like heavies and shit, right? And then he's bringing that heavy attitude to me. So where did I learn the street attitude and the scary attitude? People trying to fucking kill you and shit, right? Just fucking dropping in at home, right? One of the dudes that slit somebody's fucking throat up in Nambour used to hang around down here when my brother was at had the Joel Blaster store. So my brother can't see like, my brother was always smarter than me in particular ways. And then I was bent out of shape the second that, instead of me taking it on, I saw it as a slight. I saw it that that it was an insult and that it was a competition and that I was one day going to prove to Dad that I'm smarter than David by being a conniving sociopath, psychopath, fucking liar, backstabber. So that's a problem. My brother was hanging out with my siblings that came over here from Britain they fucking fought. They fought against each other. They hated each other. They backstab each other. They steal from each other and all that shit. Try to kill each other. And they're siblings. You wonder why I avoided all of them for 15 fucking years. Why I've been away from them for 20 years. With me, like, out of the family and everything, I'm kind of low key. I'll show up. I'll go out the back, rake everything, do the whippersnipping or something, have a chat, jam a couple songs or something, watch some bullshit on Netflix or something, then just fucking take off without really saying that I'm going. But like my brothers and all that type of stuff, and my dad, like, hey, oh, hey, fucking hey, oh, look who's here. That's how my family kind of works. So they expect that, like, when I show up, I suppose people think that I've got that look who's here thing going on, but it's just me. So my brother is not as good at Vietnamese as me, but his position is, oh, say something, make a false equivalency, set up a scarecrow argument, and then just start arguing from authority. Escalation and everything. So my mum left my dad for a guy that was fucking dumb. That was a gangster. Sorry, dude. You're smart when you're sober, but when you're drunk, you're fucking dumb. And the way that you act, like, and my brother, it's a wanker way. So my dad said I was smarter than you, all his other kids, in a particular way. And then he said my brother Grant was smarter than everybody in a particular way. He said Ross was. He said Fraser was. He said Lindsay was. He said Chris was. He said Adam was. But the brittle fucking ego of my siblings, they couldn't deal with it. They can't live with that. They can't live with having siblings that are equally as talented as them doing similar stuff as they have done. Right? So when I was over doing the things I was doing, my brother wasn't doing anything positive. And to tell you the truth, my dad wasn't. I'm smart, but it's like I'm not smart. I'm not smart like mum or smart like dad. I'm smart because of my mum and my dad, their DNA. So, that's a thing. Like, some ways my mum can't understand me and I can't fit into the box because I don't think like her side of the family. And then dad's side of the family is limited too. So I got to say, I do like the fact that I've got mum's DNA, but I think the Stackelroth and the Funk DNA is the game changer. I'm sorry, but it is. And the McConnell and the Funk DNA is a game changer. All the other Irish ones are smart and everything, but it's just the McConnells, the Scots, McConnells, and McConnells and the Funks. That's where the intelligence comes from in our family, the smart gene. The musical gene and the soldier gene comes from my grandfather's side, my paternal grandfather. But like with my mum, like, no rumor is too small for her to get her own way, even about me. So my brother and my mum and all these people that are friends with my sister-in-law and then these fucking dumb people that have like 5 days of supermarket fucking supervisor training, right? Something like that, right? Saying your brother's right, you're wrong. It's like, I'm the quiet one and I'm the one who can concede that we all have different skills. So evidently my brother, when I say to my brother or say to my nephew, one day you'll take a woman out to the Dewporth to have a steak when you're 25. No, he will not. My son will not be around a